Yeah, we're really excited. Um, yeah.
Schedule and do wellness consult.
So what I'm going to do is um, basically, basically, we'll start here. Okay, ha, there we go. So basically, this class today is we're going to talk about lots of things, how to get started, like all the different things. I can even close out of this PowerPoint and walk through the website a little bit too. So whatever everybody's needs are, we'll kind of go through that. And
Okay.
most of the time, everybody who gets their first kit, they're like, now what? What do I do? So we wanted to cover lots of things. And so this is basically what we're calling a wellness consult. So you being new to the group, mom is on my team. So she's like a builder is what we call her. And so we have many different kinds of people who love the oils and want to experience the oils. So we're going to go over the oils. If you have them with you too, Janice, you can go ahead and bring them to you. And we're going to show you also how to connect to resources. We're going to show you a few recipes and how to log into your website and all these different things.
Okay.
So this is the class that's actually on our website. And it's called Empowered Success Training. And the Empowered Success Training is these little downloadable guides. And these are free to download on the website. They're in lots of different languages. And depending on which market, like I have a big market in India, and this happens to be a screenshot of the page in India where they have it in Hindi. But we also have a big Chinese group of people who in United States. So we have lots of different kinds of these brochures that you can download. And so this is the live guide. We also have a share guide, and underneath what this one here is called a build guide. So we're starting out with the live guide. And what's really great about doTERRA is they have all of this stuff available for everybody, whether they're supported or not. They can kind of just play around the website and find all these things. Now, it can kind of be overwhelming because there's so many things that the website has. So this is what I'm trying to do here is just kind of gather it all together so you know where to get started first. And what I did is I took this live guide and I made screenshots and just did this PowerPoint for us today. So you don't even really need to download it if you don't want to. And there's Cindy. Hi, Cindy.
I couldn't find my Zoom link. I've been searching for I stuck it in a folder somewhere and I couldn't find it. Hi, is Janice on? Hi, Janice.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Cindy. I can't get my camera to work, but I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll have to have you go over and help her figure out the camera thing sometime because sometimes it's a Zoom thing and sometimes it's just the settings on the computer.
Actually, I'm going to get some help this coming Monday at the library. They have a what they call it a digital services class. I don't have kids or grandkids, so I don't have anybody really to ask. But they have this service at the library, so I'm going to go there on Monday.
That's a
Yeah,
great
you may just not have your permission set for Zoom on your phone so it won't let it, maybe the camera work. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So just us. Where is everybody?
Well, a lot of my people here in Washington, one gal who went to convention with us, she's a caretaker and she's taking care of somebody who's got cancer tonight
Oh,
and they're not
there's
doing
Dana. Hi, Dana.
Hello.
All
and
right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have another gal who just signed up as well here in Linden, and she's babysitting tonight. She's got like 5 kids, so she's like,
Um,
Becky, I could come on Zoom, but it's going to be. She goes, just show me the recording.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and I was just sharing with Janice and Mom. I'm sure Mom probably wasn't familiar with this too, but on every website that doTERRA has, we have the Empowered Success training. And this is just really a great book to download. It's really nice to just have. You can actually purchase them too, but just download the PDF. um, and the share guide and the build guide are also there too. And we're covering the live guide today. We're covering this because we're all who is ever watching this video, and Janice is on for the first time, this is like your beginning program on what are we doing here. We are wanting to help you with the wellness protocols. And everybody has something different that they're working on. And usually when we go through and do like an introduction class or talk to people, sometimes those classes are a little bit crazy. Lots of people asking questions and lots of things going on, and it's hard to kind of focus on each individual person and their needs. And so usually we like to go through in a wellness consult in person and kind of customize it for you and see what you want to work on. And we like to stretch it over 90 days worth of goals so that you have like a plan and something to work on. So we also go through, this is part of that, a page in that live guide where you can go through and write down what to do in the morning, what to do in the afternoon, and what to do in the evening. And doTERRA's come up with like some standard normal protocols that most of us use over periods of time. And I like to do the MetaPower oil in my water. So I have like one of these containers. It's a metal container. I love this container. This is absolutely my favorite. I drink probably 5 or 6 of these a day, if not more. And I fill it up with sparkly water, and then I add an oil blend called MetaPower. And it's actually lemon, grapefruit, orange, peppermint, and ginger that's in the blend. And it tastes really good. It's really refreshing. It's detoxifying. Supposed to help you lose weight.
I got my cartridges today, so I'm going to do that.
Oh, yeah?
I made some sparkling water tonight. So
Oh, yes, Cindy just bought the, yeah, no, yeah, it makes me drink more water having the sparkler.
yeah, well, Mickey gave me hers because she never used it, and I just had to buy new cartridges for it. So yeah, that's cool.
Well, I bought mom one for her birthday one time, and she just when they first came out, right, Mom, they had those little flavoring containers, and they're all crap, they're all bad stuff. So she gave away the whole thing or got rid of the whole
Oh
thing.
no, because I just did the water plain tonight, and then I just poured a little bit of cran raspberry juice, just a tiny bit of cran raspberry juice in with it, and it was so good.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole point is it's just to be able to drink more water throughout the day, help your body get water. I was going to say oxygenized, but hydrated. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Cindy can go through and set up a system for you, Janice, if she hasn't already. I know we talked about it when we were signing you up. And
we talked about it today. Yeah, I just didn't pull out this sheet, but we kind of figured what she started her LRP program. We started her LRP order, and then just kind of we can talk about it some more, Janice.
Okay.
And we also got the book. The books arrived at your house today too, Cindy?
Yes, they did. Yeah. They did. I just got them like half hour ago. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And so these books are a great resource to have as well. So a lot of people go, well, I don't know what do I do? And inside the book, it actually has a page for every essential oil that doTERRA has for the most part. Some of the unusual ones they probably won't have in the book. But it tells you the different uses of the oil, the different properties that it has. It talks about how they were distilled and all those good things. So if you're
Janice was here this afternoon. Oh man, they came like an hour after she left, or I could have given her a book.
Yeah, we had a really good time. We made some shower bombs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turned out good.
Yeah. I'm making some to sell at the market, and I'm not sure if they're coming out so good. So maybe you'll have to show me how yours turned out.
Well, my first batch I had to throw away because I didn't read all the instructions. I read part of it and thought I knew what I was doing. and then yeah, we also mixed up a few mixtures and put some oils in the little bottles. She's going to send to her sister in New Jersey for her birthday present. She's making her up a little basket with
I'm going to send her a little kit. She's going through a lot of stress right now, so that's why I was thinking this would be a really good thing for her.
Yeah, we love making things and sending them out for Christmas presents and stuff. Larry's family if I didn't do it one year and I got in trouble.
Another thing, I need to get the recipe for that hand lotion, the one that you left here with me. Is I've got 3 or 4 people are like, we love this lotion. We want, and we'd make it for Christmas. We could make them for Christmas presents. That, and I'm going to make some some little lip gloss. I need to get some of the more little tubes to make lip gloss and some more bath salts, and we can make up little baskets for family and stuff. So that'll be cool.
That is so fun. So it's kind of like our cookie baking thing we did, right? So
Yeah.
we've switched. We used to make cookies at Christmas time and give them to the Goodwill, and they don't take home baked things anymore because they can't guarantee it's going to be safe.
Oh, because of COVID stuff, yeah.
Well, we made tons. There used to be like 10, 15 of us, and we made 2 days baking, and we'd have this huge table of all these goodies, cookies and all kinds of stuff. And then we'd make up these baskets, and we did tons of them, huh? We took a bunch home and then for our own businesses and sent a bunch away. It was,
yeah. Get that baking out of the system, right? And then, but now we replaced it because cookies are so bad for you. And we now do all the bath salts and things like that. It's much more fun anyway.
And healthier.
Yeah. So this is what we call the lifestyle pyramid. And I don't like the word pyramid, so I call it the wellness lifestyle chart. And this little chart you will see in doTERRA stuff all over the place. And basically, we're talking about the foundation of this chart is nutrition and digestion. Then we move up the ladder here, and we got movement and metabolism. And then we got rest and managing stress, reducing toxicity, and then informed self-care is like what we're doing right now. Like we're really coming together, learning about recipes and different things. And it's just informing us about all these things that we do to our body, from the toxins that we have in our food supply to the chemicals we spray on our countertops and things like that, to all of it, right? And so we're not saying to replace our doctors by any means. Our doctors are really great. If you got in a car wreck, they sew you back together and nothing flat. And so we really appreciate our doctors. It's just that we want to teach you how to be more proactive with your health care so you don't need the doctors as much. And so each little category, we have different protocols and things to work with. Now, if you were to rate yourself in each area between 1 and 10, 1 being really crappy and 10 being like phenomenal, how would you rate yourself in nutrition and digestion? And how would you rate yourself in movement and metabolism, and so on? And so you can privately write down your number. And this kind of is like a guide for you to know where you're starting from, with your journey with doTERRA, and where you want to go, what you want to focus on most. And I usually always like to talk about the nutrition and digestion as the first, because it is the foundation. When our gut is happy, pretty much everything else falls in line. So it's really good to start there. And so we're going to go ahead and go to the next page. So doTERRA has kits. Now, I don't remember what you purchased, Janice. Was it the BMG and the Omegas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
then she got the digestion and the balance, and the balance is a free oil, right, Janice?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you get the balance? Did it come in your kit?
I think so. I think it was a free one because I got the vitamin packet.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you didn't get it, actually, I think they may be mailing you another one, because I didn't think you got it, and I told them to mail you another one.
Oh, oh, good. She's getting it too.
Yeah. We'll see. Don't be surprised if one comes in the mail.
Me? For Janice?
For Janice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's because when I originally signed you up, I took the enrollership of it, and I was trying to give it to Cindy. A long story, it doesn't matter, but we kind of did some manipulating in the back office to make your account perfect. And
should I just say return to sender?
Nope, just keep it.
Oh, okay.
So somebody did get a balance all by itself. Who was it? Oh, yeah. Lucy got a balance, I think, before she got her other stuff.
Yeah,
So,
and some
okay.
it may be just going that way. I don't know why they do it. I think it's coming
Oh,
from a different department. So
oh,
that's why I didn't think she would have got the balance at first. So
oh, okay.
okay, so these are the top 10 oils that usually people start out with in a kit called Home Essentials Kit or Family Essentials Kit. And
Frankincense, lemon, lavender, peppermint.
yeah, these are
Breathe.
the most popular oils, and they're really powerful for antioxidants. You can cook with them, germ support, like, really antiviral, um, antibacterial, antispasmodic. I mean, all the antis that you can come up with. Pretty much this whole kit here will cover them. So tea tree is really good for like fungus, dandruff, skin issues. I mean, it's also parasitic. On Guard oil is the pandemic oil. Everybody should have this. Now, as we go through this today, Janice, you may want to write down some things. I know Cindy you guys may have done this already today, but going through On Guard should be in first everybody's bathroom, and just have them with you. There's a lot of different ways you can take On Guard. We have them like in a gel capsule. We have On Guard in a toothpaste. We have On Guard in a throat drop. So it's like
Yeah, I gave her some of those because she has her cough problem. I just gave her some to try.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. On Guard is like, yeah, it's the immune. It really builds your immune system well. So
Oh, okay.
I love it in my tea. I drink it in my coffee. I just put one drop, and
huh.
yeah, it's wonderful. And then frankincense, of course, we talked about that at the class. Frankincense is the king of all oils. Baby Jesus was gifted this. The Christ child received it when he was born. And I believe this is what he carried with him all the time. When they anoint people's feet and things like that, it's just a very humbling experience. And it's just, I don't know, to me, it's just a beautiful oil. When I found that I could have this oil, it was very, very exciting. Lemon oil, like all the citrus oils, are very detoxing. They're very cleansing. They're very uplifting as far as mood boosting. Lavender is like the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Lavender is also a must have in everybody's home for burns, for rashes, and it helps open up the airways in the nose if you're stuffy. I mean, this has tons of stuff. So lavender, lemon, and peppermint. Actually, this is a trio of a single oils that are really popular as well. And they act as if you take all three of them together, they work for allergies and seasonal threats. So very powerful. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So if you tend to have seasonal like allergies coming in the spring or the fall or something, that they're all three of them, if you take, usually I'll take an empty bottle and put 100%, like 33% filled up with lemon, not diluted, lavender, another 33%, and peppermint, and then maybe a few drops of frankincense and put it in a bottle. And then you can drop that whole potion in your mouth once a day. And that will be a really nice protocol to work with.
Wow. Okay.
And breathe oil is another really wonderful oil for uh, the pandemic kind of thing. If you get a cold or the flu, it's really wonderful for opening up the airways and so forth. So
You
breathe.
have that one, Janice, right? Didn't you get Breathe?
No, I got the balance.
Oh, I thought you had Breathe. Okay. Oh, Iris got Breathe. I thought you had it, but okay.
And then Digest Then is the oil that I started out with for just rubbing on my tummy, for food allergies, inflammation, gassy. Now, Mom, she has a friend that just started with fennel, right? Because Digest Then comes with fennel, ginger, peppermint, caraway, star
Mhm.
anise. It's a nice blend of those beautiful oils. And she had a friend that was dealing with diarrhea and constipation, right, Mom?
Right. Well, not constipation. She had chronic colitis.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I gave her Digestin, and then she's using the fiber and the probiotics.
Okay.
And gradually, just within a week, she is back to almost normal.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the new fiber yet. I got to get some of that. Yeah.
Well, this month, if you bought 200 PV, it came free.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Um,
yeah.
so Deep Blue is like the number one oil too. How can all these be number one oils? But really seriously,
Yeah.
Deep Blue is just it's an incredible one, and I'll go through that a little bit more here too. So everybody should have this app on your phone that's called EOE Books, and it's actually Essentials of the Earth. And so if you go to your phone and download this, there's a small little fee of $7.99, but it never charges you again. It's only a one-time fee and it automatically updates. And this app, Cindy, do you remember years and years ago when we first got started, there was a website called uh, Essentials. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
it had all those testimonies on it, and the FDA made us take it, it made the people take.
Yeah. I couldn't make those claims.
Yeah. So guess
Yeah.
what? This is that website right here.
Oh, cool.
So it actually shows all the testimonies. So if you download it and you go to like health concerns over here, and then up will come different health concerns. You click on it. Like this one happened to be addictions. I don't know why, because it was A maybe when I was doing this. Caffeine, drugs, whatever you're addicted to. And then you can click on here, go, well, I'm not really quite sure what I want to do here. And you can read some of the testimonies and see what different people did for protocols for different things and so on. Now, this is available for both Android and Apple. So just look for this icon and type in EOE books. Now, you did get a case of books there, Cindy, for your new people who enrolled. And
Yes.
it's really nice to have a hard copy book, especially when you're sharing with people. But sometimes I'm out at a restaurant. I don't carry that book with me everywhere I go. So it's really,
Yeah. They're kind of heavy.
yeah. Well, and this has so many things in it. It's, yeah.
I know. I know. I got to get Lucy one too. So maybe I'll have to make a drive up to Road River maybe on maybe, I don't know when, Janice.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Friday sometime I could drive up and give you your book and get Lucy her book, give her a call. So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
okay.
And
I
then
think I have to do the bulletin at the church in the morning, but then I could come after that. So yeah.
Okay.
here's another app. There's several, there's lots of apps actually, but this is another one that's actually a doTERRA app. Now, doTERRA does not do these. These are people like me. Actually, our upline, Natalie Goddard, did this app. And this is a popular book that we used to give out, um, you know, like we just did here, where I'm giving you that one book um,
Mhm.
for your enrollment. And this book is going to be out of print.
Oh, okay.
They're not printing them anymore. They're just too expensive. And so this app is really good to have too. I like the EOE app better than this one, to be honest with you, but it's kind of nice to have a couple different apps on the phone if you wanted. Sometimes if you're really trying to narrow down a protocol, one app may not have that protocol or they may have a few different oils. And one thing to keep in mind, everybody's bodies are different. We all have a different history, different diets, different way of exercising, and so on and so forth. And so sometimes, like for heartburn, let's say, I didn't know when I first started using essential oils what would be good for heartburn. And Larry, my husband, had heartburn. And so I um, knew he liked orange, and I didn't tell him about the oils. And so he was having heartburn. I'm like, hey, I got something maybe you might want to try. And so I introduced him to the oils and gave him a smell, just a smell of the wild orange, and his heartburn went away.
Wow.
Even to this day, I would still not recommend people wild orange for one for heartburn. It's just um one that I wouldn't think of because there's all these other tummy ones and
Mhm.
you know and so that just goes to show that everybody's body responds to these oils and they're so intelligent that they actually know where to go in the body to help serve that person. But wild orange would not work for me for heartburn. It might actually inflame it a little bit more. So sometimes when we're recommending an oil for somebody and they say, gosh, it didn't work, don't just discount saying that the oils don't work It's just that it's just maybe not the right one for this particular thing for this particular person.
Yeah, and your body changes too. I know Clary Sage used to work on the bottom of my feet. I was telling Janice it used to just knock me out at night. And after a few months or like 6 months or so of using it or whatever, it's like it didn't do that anymore. So your body kind of adjusts to it, I think, and helps regulate, and then something else works, or or
Well,
just quit.
I think what you're saying there too, Cindy, is your body. So we have like we're like a piece of the puzzle, like we're a puzzle, and maybe the Clary Sage was working on a couple pieces of that puzzle, and
Yeah,
it got that taken care of. But maybe you needed some other things to help with sleep. So
absolutely.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of reasons why we don't sleep. One is we got too many things going on. We can't shut our mind off. Another one could be our hormones could be out of balance. Another one could be you ate too much food the night before, There
Yeah.
could be lots of reasons why. Um, so here's a kind of a conglomerate of different things that you might want to also consider getting. And these little roller bottles. Now, Cindy, I don't know if you have a collection of these empty roller bottles.
Yeah, I had a few. I made her a couple today, and then just the little bottles for samples. I gave her like 3 or 4 different ones that we labeled, and she's going to get her sister a little diffuser, and then
Yeah, and you told me the way to get the little tiny bottles, just go on Amazon.
yeah, you can
And
get them on Amazon. Yeah, you can get them here too, but are they more expensive on doTERRA?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
remember. I never buy them off doTERRA website because you don't have
yeah,
you don't have a product value point for them. So
right.
you're paying $8 or whatever for a six, where I think you can get um five or something for $4 on Amazon. I don't know. I
Yeah,
use
and the other one is the Aromatools is really good. I have these little tops that have the ball bearing in them. They're really nice. I have some of those and some of the other ones. So you just gotta I can send you that website, Janice, of the aroma tools, because that's got everything, but you can also just do search on Amazon. So
Yeah, the Roma Tool site, I go on there saying, okay, you're only going to spend $25, and then by the time I'm done, it's
you
not
know
really $25. So it's kind of
yeah,
a dangerous place to go.
yeah, yeah.
We've introduced you a whole new world of craziness. So, but when you buy roller bottles, make sure you buy it with, like Cindy was saying, with the metal roller on them. A lot of them come with a plastic roller. And again, our essential oils, the citrus ones will eat away at the plastic. So,
oh,
yeah. Now, usually when you're going through and looking up different recipes and stuff like that, these stickers come with your kit, and you can buy these stickers individually in the back office as well. And believe me, I've done that. I have so many stickers that I actually bought one of those bead organizers, and I put all the stickers because like I use up all the abode on one of them, and then they get messed up after a while. So, but a good idea is to, let's say you have a recipe that you're working on. You peel off a sticker that includes this oil on it, and you can write like 5 drops on top of the sticker, and you stick it on the side of the bottle. And then that's a nice way to have your recipe on the bottle as well. So let's say
okay.
you're using 5 or 6 different drops of something, 5 different oils or whatever. Just write how many drops you put on there and then put it on the bottle. And
Hmm.
also write it down on a recipe card, because I will guarantee you, right, Mom? Um, we made
Yep.
we made Mom a restless leg recipe when we first got started because she was struggling with restless legs, and we're like, oh, put a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and oh, this looks good too. And it worked for her, but we didn't write down what it was. And trying to come up with that recipe again was been kind of a challenge.
Yeah. Well, I go in and make labels too on my computer, and then I make the label and I put the protocol right with, I mean, the recipe right beside it on the same sheet. So when I go in and make them, I'll have the recipe in there, and then I have 3 or 4 labels on the same page, so I can just print out everything, and it's on my computer. That way I can keep track of it when I pull it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, either way.
I uh some of the rollers that you can buy off Amazon actually have sheets of labels that come with it too, so you could just write it
Mhm.
as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
I have a label maker that
Oh,
works. Yeah, and it works really good too. It comes out in a strip and you can wrap it around the bottle. You
oh
shouldn't
yeah.
cover it up with Scotch tape though, because the oil will get to them and
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to use packing tape on top of them. Yeah. Yeah.
I also like to recommend everybody to purchase one of these keychains. It's on the doTERRA website, and you get these little guys, these little 1/4 dram, and actually I think in the case here they're 5/8 dram oils. So when you're on the go, it's a nice way to have a collection of oils in your purse or when you're traveling or something. Now, veggie caps is another way to, they're empty pills casings that some recipes require you or recommend you to take it internally. And so we like to have some of these empty capsules so that way you can add the oils to them. And it's very inexpensive on the doTERRA site. So I usually just buy them on the doTERRA site. But Cindy, here's an idea for you. If you buy a big kit of them from like Amazon or whatever,
Uh-huh.
they're good little gifts to give to people when they're just getting started so that they
Oh,
have.
yeah. 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 I know Iris has, she got bought some of them for hers, and it was like, I said, those are gonna last you a couple of years.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Janice, did you get a diffuser?
I did.
And so you got this one then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's round. Yeah.
And Cindy, did you show her how to use it?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Okay.
I used
Oh,
it last
no,
night.
no, I'm sorry. I showed Iris last night. I did not show you because she didn't bring it today.
Well, I mean, I know pretty much know how to use it. You just pour the water in and put the oil in, except last night I put 7 drops of Serenity in there and closed the bedroom door, and I was like choking after about a half hour. It was
Yeah,
very strong in there, so I had to turn it off.
yeah,
I slept
definitely.
good last night.
If you notice down here at the bottom part, like each one, there's settings. So you can push the buttons and it will rotate it through the different settings. And the first one is probably like 1 hour. I don't know what it is. I can't remember if this is 5 hours and this is 10 hours. So if you push it to go all the way to 10 hours, then it will go poof, poof, and then be quiet for a little bit. And,
Okay.
and then it'll go poof. On the
I
one
should try
hour,
that with my 7 drops.
yeah. Because the one the 1 hour is just a constant stream and it would really overpower you.
Yeah.
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 And I usually like to do the 10-hour one too, because if you're going to try to sleep all through the night, that one is really, I love this diffuser. It's so mobile and it's amazing. It's very quiet. You don't even hear it run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now to clean it, you want to just rinse it out with water. You can take a Q-tip and kind of carefully go around the little pieces, but they're very durable. Um, there's a little metal thing on there. You can take a Q-tip and clean, but I don't clean mine once every 2 or 3 months, which is probably bad. So a lot of people use if you guys have really hard water or something, maybe you might want to buy distilled water or filtered water or something like that too. So, but if you're finding that the diffuser kind of stopped working, just clean it out and maybe change your water up a little bit. Now, essential oil tips. So again, we kind of
Becky, can I interrupt a minute?
yeah.
The slide before the last one with those, maybe it would be good to mention the fractionated coconut oil.
Yes, yes. So, good point. So I think Cindy, when you were showing Janice how to make these roller bottles, you can use a base oil, and doTERRA sells fractionated coconut oil. I think it's kind of like $12. Don't quote me on that for a little 3.4 ounce bottle. And you can use avocado oil, you can use castor oil. There's a lot of like cooking oils that are like a base that you can use to make your roller bottles with. Now,
That's for cooking.
yeah. So one thing to keep in mind is the fractionated coconut oil is it's very thin and
Mhm.
it's more absorbable into the skin. Where like avocado oil or olive oil is more of a heavy base type oil and it's more greasy. So depending on what you're working on, like if you're making a perfume, I probably wouldn't use avocado oil,
Yeah.
you know. But if you want it to last longer, well, maybe avocado might be the choice. So it just depends.
All right. I get the one with the pumper on it like this from Amazon. It's just the fractionated coconut oil. I get it on Amazon. It's a lot cheaper than,
Yeah,
it's a lot cheaper.
definitely. And we
Yeah.
make a lot of roller bottles, so I buy it by the gallon, But so definitely the way to go, especially if you're going to be doing a party on Christmas, Cindy, you're going to want to probably have, a bunch more because you're going to go
Yeah.
through.
Okay, thank you. That's good information.
Yeah. Um, so different oils work for different people. I already said that. Um, now, a lot of times when we have you take your hand out and we put the peppermint on your hand and you go like this, um, this will this will activate the oil more and it will help it will energize it more. So when you massage it into your body, like you're doing the same thing, you're activating it more. It's kind of a way to say it, and it's going to have more rapid absorption. Uh, you can try different kinds of application methods. So maybe, um, like my stomach was so sensitive before when I started taking the oils. Cindy said, rub it in my navel, and there was no way I was going to touch my navel. Like for some reason, my belly button was always sensitive, and now I can. But so just different people have different things, right? So you can also put the oils on the bottom of your feet. So if I put a drop of peppermint on the bottom of your feet, you can actually taste it in your mouth a couple minutes later.
Huh, wow.
So it kind of doesn't really matter where you put the oils on your body. Um, there's probably some more sensitive areas you don't want to put, but at the same time, you want to keep track of the different codes that each oil has. And I have another slide that we can go over that in a minute. Um, you always want to avoid the eyes and the ears and the nose. Now, some people will put the oil up their nose. Like mom, you have a friend that does that with the healing salve, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um, so if you get it in your eye, you can take the fractionated coconut oil or the olive oil or the avocado oil and put a few drops on a Kleenex, and you could just kind of wave it by your eye. You don't touch the eye, and it will actually suck it out like a magnet. It is the most bizarre.
Oh,
So a lot of people think, oh, we'll put it underwater. No, 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 you
it
don't
makes it worse.
want. Yeah. So I've made little bottles of and then of course I don't have one in my here. Do I have one up here? Um, I bought some on Amazon. Yeah, here I do. These little cute little super little squeezy bottle,
Oh,
and I give these to people when they first get started too. Um, and it's really nice because you have it in your purse with you in case you get it in your eye. Usually
hmm.
it's when you're out and about driving down the road or something and you can't see anything. Um, it's not going to hurt your eye; it just hurts, right?
Burns. Yeah, burns. Yeah.
Now, citrus oils actually are photosensitive, meaning if you put a whole bunch of grapefruit oil on your arm and then you go out in the sun, it will actually make your arm darker right there. So you want to maybe use the citrus oils in the evening or take it internally if, especially during the summertime, it will affect your skin a little bit. And then the best practices are um, pour the oil, especially if it gets really hot in your area, like mom's area. She doesn't store hers in the refrigerator, but some people do when it's really hot. Mom stores hers in the bathroom. She keeps them in the cooler area of the house in Arizona. You don't want to store them in your car. Like, if you're driving around in Arizona and you have your whole case in the back of the car.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah. Um, anything I'm missing here, you guys, that you can think of?
Just remember the smaller amounts more frequently for best results. So when you're in your diffuser, 2 or 3 drops is plenty for in a diffuser usually. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. So one drop is a dose. So when a lot of guys, like I blame this on guys, but I'm sure women do it too. More is better. Well, no, no, no. More is not better. One drop is a dose, and doing it more often, like Cindy said, it's more frequent. So every 2 hours, your body's going to assimilate that one drop, and then it will be all used up. And so if you took 3 or 4 drops internally, your body's only going to really use the one drop, so it's wasting the other 2 drops.
Mhm.
Okay, so how are we doing?
Well, here's your fractionated coconut oil.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I probably should move the slide up a little bit more in the series here, but these are the common codes that you will see on a lot of things. So A is for aromatic, T is topical, I is internal, and H is for home care. So this is probably like laundry soap, things like that. N is for neat. Excuse me. So neat means you can put it on your skin directly without diluting it. S means your skin may be a little more sensitive to it, so maybe you would dilute it. Like I can put On Guard on my skin and it won't hurt, but some people, because it has clove oil in it, that might be a little too hot for their skin. So, you would want to dilute it for them. So D is dilute. So, any questions on that?
No.
And then here's some dilution recommended ideas. Now, I've seen many different recommended dilution charts. Now, kids are little humans, right? They're a lot smaller than we are as adults, and so 1 drop is a dose for adult. Then how do you make a quarter of a drop for a little one? You dilute it more. So, I actually think that this should be based on weight and size.
Mhm.
But you can find different kinds of charts, and it's really just a guess. So 7 to 8 drops to a carrier oil. So if you were doing a roller bottle and we did a recipe that totaled like 30 drops of something and the rest was fractionated coconut oil, I would maybe half that or a quarter that, right, to make it more of a diluted potion for the little one. Isn't she the cutest thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sweet.
okay, so here is uh, the page 1 of the Live Guide. No, so nutrition and digestion is all the different wellness habits. Of course, we want to eat whole foods, fresh foods, all that stuff, and try to decrease our sugar and caffeine. Um, and so here's a fun recipe of a turmeric tea, which is with coconut oil, water, honey, butter, ghee, and then the turmeric essential oil. And this makes a really
It's
wonderful.
it's coconut milk, not oil. I thought it was oil too. It's milk.
Oh,
Coconut milk.
thank you for
Yeah.
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 I so love that you guys are here because you
I
keep.
think they call that golden milk. That's
Yeah.
another
Yeah. And Cindy met this friend of mine. Her name is Kathleen. And she taught me how to make that turmeric milk, where you would buy this coconut milk, right? And then you get the powder form of the turmeric. Well, people who buy the turmeric in a powder form and sprinkle it on their salad or whatever they do with it, it's not bioavailable to our body. You have to actually boil it over a stove with coconut milk for like 2 hours for it to
Really?
break open, and it turns into a peanut butter paste like texture. So you'd scoop up that paste and put it in a jar, and then you just take out like a tablespoon of that and make your tea.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Oh, Cindy,
Yes.
I have your oatmeal recipe. I eat it every single day.
That's what Becky said. That's awesome. That's good. Awesome. I don't. I don't eat breakfast much anymore. I mean, we're only eating like 2 meals a day, and I eat a late breakfast, and then we have an early dinner, dinner. And I don't. I miss breakfast. Sometimes I'll do it, but I need to make me some of that up. That's really good.
Yeah, well, I add a little bit of seeds to it when I warm it up in the microwave. And then I'll add a tablespoon of those mixed seeds
Uh-huh.
and also a tablespoon of granola just for the crunch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
sounds
I
good. Yeah.
every day.
Well, it must be doing something. You look great.
Well, still up on the right side of the ground, you know.
Yeah.
So here's some more recipes that are kind of fun for smoothies. Now, doTERRA, which I didn't put a screenshot of this on here, I probably should have, but doTERRA does sell a protein, and this recipe has the protein. There's a whole ebook that doTERRA has on different things you can make with the protein powder. Anything from protein bars to power balls to a whole bunch of fun stuff. So this protein powder is just a dynamo. I really love it. And it's another reason why I do doTERRA is because when I had all my major food allergies, there wasn't very many foods that I could eat. And the only protein powder I could actually eat was the hemp protein powder because all the other protein powders you buy at the store had an ingredient that I was allergic to. And so when doTERRA came out with their protein powder, I could eat it. It was incredible. I was so excited.
It's a pea protein, right? It's
Yeah, so
vegan.
yeah, I
Yeah,
do the vegan one, and that's a pea protein where the vanilla does have whey in it.
yeah.
So there's three different flavors, chocolate, vanilla, and pea protein. So, and here is, oh, it does have the protein on here. So here are
Okay.
some of the products. Mom was talking about the fiber, um, and that fiber that they came out with has white grapefruit in it. And
Hmm.
doTERRA has done a whole major study on, like, there's 6 essential oils that actually enhance the properties of what you're doing. So, for example, let's say you had a skin thing going on and you put tea tree oil on it and you layer the tea tree on it and you wait for a minute and then you take peppermint, not that I would use peppermint, but peppermint is one of the oils where you would put over the top of it and it double enhances the benefit of the tea tree.
Oh,
So
for heaven's sake. Huh.
yeah, and grapefruit I think is one of them, and that's what's in this power pack here.
Hmm.
I'll be darned. Hmm.
And BMG Plus is like the new darling, what do you call it, product that doTERRA has, and I'm actually in love with this product. I the LLV, the lifelong vitality supplements, we've been taking for 13 years, right? And
Hmm.
happy with it, never had any problems with it. When my brother started taking the lifelong vitality supplements, he noticed right away. He called me up and told me that stuff was amazing. And I actually felt that with this. Like I feel energized. I actually am not sleeping as much. I'm probably getting about 6 hours of sleep in, and I'm energized. I'm able to, my knees feel better. So I've been trying to jog a little bit. I've been lifting weights, and I'm just not as hungry. It's really weird. I'm not hungry.
Hmm.
So and the omegas actually have essential oils in them as well to enhance the properties of this. So, um, these two things are just like the cat's meow. So, and then of course the probiotics and the enzymes. So we'll try to move along here because it's already, we can talk forever on these classes. Um, so make sure that when you're using the lemon or the citrus essential oils that you use them in a metal container or a glass container or a porcelain container. Don't use them in plastic. This kind of looks like a plastic cup, doesn't it? Because it's glass.
Yeah, I think it's glass. It's glass. Yeah, it's just ridged glass. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, And then here, the Zendocrine Detoxification Complex is a really good product for every once in a while we need to go through and do a cleanse. It's really important to do a mild detox, and doTERRA has a wonderful detox kit. Here it is here, the Cleanse and Restore kit, where it has a detox intestinal tract cleanse, and then it also continues or has the probiotics, the enzymes, Zendocrine, and then there's two Zendocrines. There's one that's for detoxing, and then one that's just a daily support. So,
Yeah.
go ahead. Did you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say um I was taking the daily ones for quite a while, and they really helped because I was having um not constipation, but kind of just like not really regular a lot, But it must things are a lot better now. Of course, my mushroom coffee helps a lot too, but I think just overall my whole system is working better over time using everything. So
Yeah. Um, okay, here's some fun recipes. This is a class sheet that I took a picture of. It's not a very good picture because it was my last class sheet. Um, And I thought I better capture this because everybody loves these recipes. And this is really a fun way to be cooking with the oils.
mhm.
And so you can do like Cindy makes an amazing bread dip out of oil, vinegar and what do you make that out of?
That's olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and fresh basil and little lemon pepper, and yeah, basically
And when you
basil.
put, you put those in a separate little thing, and then if you do one with 3 drops of lemon, and you do another one with 1 drop of oregano, and another one with 4 drops of wild orange, and do a taste test thing, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
pretty powerful. And
Yeah.
you did the tomatoes at class. That was fun.
Mhm.
And here's a really wonderful vinaigrette recipe over here. It's over here. So just different ways to use the oils, get them in you, on you, and around you. It's always important. Here's some more recipes for protein smoothies. And but when you're trying to get out of bed and get out there and exercise every day, these 2 oils, lemongrass and peppermint, are really, really powerful oils for stimulating the body and getting them going when you're fatigued and tired.
Mhm.
And then we've got the deep blue rub. That was something that I started to say earlier with the top 10 oils, the deep blue oil. Well, the deep blue rub is an incredible product. It is a cream for helping with sore muscles, a bad back, and that kind of thing. And then there's also a stick, and the stick is including the copaiba. And the copaiba is a CBD from a tree in Brazil. It's not from pot. It's not mind-altering stuff from the drug of uh, out there in the world right now. And this works really well. It's not as strong of a smell as a deep blue rub. So people who don't like the smell of this because it's so strong, then this would be one of choice because it's less strong and it has
Mhm.
copaiba in it. And then the deep blue polyphenols are a pill supplement to help with the arthritis and the inflammation in the body. And this is a really good product for people who have MS, people who are dealing with muscle issues. And it has frankincense extract in it. So that is really a powerful thing. And of course, we have the turmeric dual capsules and the copaiba. And then the Metapower Recharge, which is something, I don't know why that's here in this place, but because we have a whole Metapower page as well. And then you guys know about the Breathe, eucalyptus
Mhm.
Breathe stuff. Now here's the Metapower. I need to move that recharge over here. um, so Metapower stands for Metabolic Personal Wellness Realized, and this is for helping reduce the fat cells in our body. That's a compliant way of saying weight loss program. And it has like different delivery systems for helping you stay on track on your diet. And then the number 1 product, the number 2 product, because we have the lifelong vitality supplements, but this MetaPower Collagen is fast taken over as one of the top selling products that we have with doTERRA. And people's eyesight have improved. I mean, diabetes, they're getting low, better results with their blood heart tests, for high cholesterol, low cholesterol, heart disease, that kind of stuff. This is helping because it's helping the muscle and stuff.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
really great product for that. And now you were talking about rest and managing stress. So of course, the stress is a killer of our many. Stress is the cause of many diseases. So we really want to work on our stress. So we go back to that chart and look at, well, where is our stress levels at? Um, what can we be doing to be able to help minimize the stress? And these oils are really good. Now, the balance oils, the reason why balance was the oil for free for enrollment this during the Diamond Club is that it's huge for stress. It's huge for anxiety. And we're like in a bad way right now with our anxiety and stress, aren't we? the with the elections and with the politics and with the what's going on at the schools and all those different things that there's so much that our minds are worried on, that these oils are super helpful in that. And my favorite product now is the adaptive products for helping with depression. So if you know
Mhm.
anybody who's dealing with depression, taking this pill every day is like huge. Now, depression could also be stemming from having a bad gut because you're not getting the nutrients to the brain. Now, when you were conceived in the womb, and as the cells are multiplying and the baby is growing, there's a point in time where the stomach separates from the brain, right? When the baby's growing in the womb. And so our gut, there's that brain gut connection, right? And so our gut has actually more neural pathways in our body than our brain does to the rest of the body. So the gut is very powerful. So we want to always be making sure that our gut is in good shape. And if we're having depression or dealing with emotional stress, I mean, there could be, of course, life factors that are creating that stress. But sometimes I know I struggle with depression. I, at one point in time, realized that I have to ask myself these questions. Am I exercising? What did I eat? Am I eating okay? Um, did I sleep okay last night? You know, all these things are those factors of feeling like you're depressed, but really you're just tired or, you know, exhausted or something. So, being sure and being mindful, this oil is really powerful. Now, Janice, did you order over 200 PV?
No, I think it was around just enough, 150 or something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Because some people who ordered over 200 PV, they got this oil for free too. So,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
and if you find that a lot of people are having really great success with the Serenity, it also comes in a gel capsule. And so, like a lot of people take melatonin to go to sleep or something, and that Serenity gel capsule is incredible. And Mom, you have a gal on your team that loves a stick, right? She orders a stick all the time.
Well, I think that's Nora, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's got valerian in it. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's funny. I wish Nora was on here. You guys would really enjoy her. She's a hoot. Um, um, so here is a whole cleaning line. So we want to learn how to detox our home by using the whole cleaning line. And what I really like about doTERRA is they're really concerned about recyclables and the waste. So that they came out with these containers that are really beautiful. And these are all made out of aluminum. So it's recyclable. Aluminum is like 93% recycled compared to plastic is only like 8% or something. So aluminum is, you can use most of it over and over and over again. So aluminum, these things here, you just use them and fill these up with that. So this is a pretty set to have. I love the microfiber cloths too. So
Hmm.
And I'll tell you my favorite, that's a multi-purpose surface cleaner.
Yeah, I haven't used, I should have given you one, Janice. I have some little bottles of the multi-surface cleaner. Because I like the On Guard cleaner so much. That's all I use. I haven't even used the Abode.
Oh, you'll love it on your glass top stove. I have a black one.
Oh, okay.
And I hate cleaning that thing because it just absolutely, smears around and doesn't ever, but this really does a good job.
Well, that's a good idea because I have the wax you put on there, let it dry, and then you gotta, all that mess you gotta wipe off and clean up and.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Okay.
you have a glass stovetop, Cindy? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the induction cooktop. Yeah, it's black.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And so you can make your own cleaning supplies. All these oils have antiviral, antibacterial properties in it. So you can do a lot of fun things. I have the little dryer balls, and you can put oils on the dryer
Mhm.
balls and um you can
Yeah, the oil, one of the dryer balls you made for me a few years ago, I had it and I did some sheets and one of them came apart and it was all wet. It was a
oh
big
no.
that string everywhere. I had to wound around everything.
Oh geez. Yeah, probably there should be probably
That's
better
old. Well, you gave it to me like 10 years ago.
way.
But wait, go back to Janice. You said you already bought some like the natural Castile soap or whatever for cleaning.
Yeah.
So you can actually put oils in that if you want. You can use that and add some of the essential oils in that to help with the
Yeah.
cleaning. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like a recipe would be 2 tablespoons of Castile soap in a spray bottle like this. Add maybe a quarter cup of vinegar, and then fill the rest of it up with water. And then maybe use the On Guard oil in it,
Mhm.
and maybe do 10 drops, wouldn't you say? And then
Yeah.
that's what we do is that's how we clean our house. So
Yeah.
if you have things like Simple Green or house cleaners, you notice on the back it will say spray on counter, wipe off, and then it says then wash off. How many of you guys wash off your counters after you wipe them off?
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah,
They're lucky they get wiped at all.
yeah. So you're leaving this whole this whole film of chemical behind that your skin is your largest organ. So when you're leaning on the counter, you're actually absorbing those chemicals into your body.
Yeah.
So then we have a whole natural skincare line, which is
Yeah,
incredible.
we went through this, yeah.
Okay.
I was telling her about stuff.
And
And
the
the toothpaste. Yeah,
toothpaste,
toothpaste, wonderful.
yeah. And then again, we talked about informed self-care. Just we do these classes usually every Thursday, and I try to change up the topics. And now that I have my team in India where I do 2 classes a week, and I kind of got away from doing classes from the United States because we went through the pandemic differently than they did in India. And so anyway, I want to really get back into having consistent classes and just learning and Mom and Cindy, you guys are everybody's always welcome to teach a class too if they found something important. Um, okay, so the loyalty reward program, did you go over this too, Cindy?
Yep. Yeah, she might, I don't know. I think she got it, right, Janice?
What?
The loyalty rewards program about the 1 to
Yeah,
3.
you sent me an email with a graphic
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
So I think I pretty much understand that. You order, as long as you order once a month for like every month, then you have a certain amount of points. Then each month you get more of a discount until you get up to the maximum, which is a 30% discount.
Correct.
30%,
So,
yeah. So it has to be $50 though. If you do under $50, you don't move ahead. So
Right. Okay.
yeah, it'll stay like it may stay like if you do less, then you're going to stay at like 15% until you know go back to $50 or whatever. But
Okay.
it'll keep moving.
It'll
But
be
yeah.
easy to spend $50.
Oh, I know, huh?
yeah, and that's
That's good.
yeah, it's PV. So make sure it's product value because
Yes.
dollars are different than the PV.
Right.
And then next month, you know, if you order by the 15th, then you'll get a free product if you did 125. So
Yeah, she told me that.
okay.
I wrote all that stuff down.
So then
I
we
just gotta go over it, you know.
yeah. And that's why we do these classes too, is we could send you the recording if you thought, what did Becky say again? You know, or you could always ask us too. So, but and then you go through and you can kind of fill out your budget. A lot of times people are like, oh, well, I'll order that on the 3rd month or something.
Well, that's kind of nice having the 3 months because you can kind of like budget what you want and when you want it, or if you're going to start maybe changing out cleanings and toothpaste and all that stuff. It's you can have it that you can see it all at
Yeah,
once. Yeah.
have a
Mhm.
plan.
Yeah,
And then did you set up the loyalty reward order?
we did. We've got one thing on it now. She's going to continue. I just showed her how to set it up and we just stuck what is it? The MCV.
Vitamin.
Yeah. I always say it wrong. Is it M?
It's
Start with M?
VMG.
Huh?
Yeah, VMG, vitamins.
VMG. Yeah.
Um, so you can change the date by clicking on this little button here where it's a little calendar and the little pencil. You can change the date anytime you want. Um, and you can even if it comes out on the 1st, let's say the 1st is on Friday, and like, oh my gosh, I got to order something or whatever. You can always push it out and order it earlier. You can always create a new loyalty reward template. So you can have 3 or 4 of them going on at
That's what I
once.
told her. Yeah. If she wants to split it off or just make sure if you don't want to order it the next month, that you do something with it. You're going to
Yeah.
get it again.
You can delete it. So if you open up the LRP order down at the very bottom, it says delete this LRP order. So you can delete them too. I wish that they had names on them, like you could put mom's order or
I know, huh?
your niece's or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
and then it's really nice. I have 177.28 points in my little well there to use. So I'll get that much money in free product.
Mm-hmm.
So on. Okay. So here's also too, if you click on your little profile up here, you can go into account profile, you can add your photo, you can do all that different stuff. You can look at your account history and see what you ordered in the past by clicking on this.
Yeah, that's what we did to get to her order this time. I showed her that. Yeah.
Okay. And then the wish list is there. That's kind of a new thing. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then the link generator, when you click on the link generator, let's say somebody in your family wanted to buy something or get information about something, you can click on this link generator and up will come several different ways. You can click on it for sending information. You can click on it for having a person just buy a product or somebody signing up. So it's kind of nice to have, and that's attached to your account ID. And I do this a lot. I send this out and people say, well, how much is the turmeric dual capsules? So I'll go in here, click on the turmeric dual capsules, get a code, and then I'll send that code in an email. And that code, then when they click on it, then they are attached to you and they get their discount and all that stuff like that. So it works out really nice.
Hmm.
You can change your notification settings and all this different stuff. So if you wanted to go ahead and sign up a new member, you can click on here and sign up. This is what we were doing when we signed up you.
She's not signed up as a advocate, though. I don't think she's only a wholesale. She does, so we have to go in and change that first before she can do that.
Yeah.
I'm really not interested in signing anybody else up because it's like, you
Yeah.
know, something else to do, and I'm trying
Yeah.
to take care of myself.
Yeah,
That's what
I
Cindy's
understand.
for.
That's the way I was. That's the way
Yeah.
I was for quite a while.
And so just for the people on the recording, then there's two different kinds of accounts. So you have a preferred customer, which is people who are working on their own health issues or their health concerns and goals, and they get all the benefits of a LRP template and the 25% wholesale price. And then there's the wellness advocate. So there's two different ways. You can always sign up as a preferred customer, and let's say somebody wants to buy some oils from you. You would just go ahead and add your social security number to the account, and boom, you're a wellness advocate.
Or you can just tell someone, if you don't want to do that, then you can just tell
Yes,
me. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So how do you find monthly specials? Well, they rotate on this banner on the front part of your website. And I usually just click on these little circles over here.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes
Okay.
I'll tell you what the products are of the month. And now here's another thing that doTERRA does. This is for you, Cindy and Mom. This is an app called the Stack Team app. And
Yeah.
the Stack Team app is a way that you can find all the updates, the promotions that are coming out ahead of time, so you know what's happening. And you can do it for any market. So you would just like I have the India market, the UAE, and United States. So you can have all the different markets on here if you wanted, so you know what was going on in that market before everybody else does. And so this is what everybody should do: is everybody should put this phone number in their phone.
Have that one.
Yeah, everybody should. Because sometimes, Cindy's not available, I'm not available, Mom's not available to answer the questions. And a lot of times we can't answer the question. Maybe you're having a problem with the website or your order or something like that. We can't help you. Like I can't return the order for you or anything like that. And for me to call the office, they want me to provide the last four digits of your social, your date of birth, and a drop of blood. And they just want to protect your account from any fraud. So
Yeah.
it's better sometimes for you to call them directly.
Yeah.
And I also have this new little website, you guys. This website is like a Facebook group page, but it's off social media. It's private. It's not a social media thing, but it's designed for our team because there's kind of a little bit of a fear. I don't want to call it a fear. We're not talking in fears, but that social media could shut down. Like if they
Yeah.
shut my account down, then I lose all my business, right? So we want to capture everybody in the communication place that I can control.
So is
And
this off of Facebook, you said?
no, this is a
Yeah.
website. This is my website.
Okay.
So I will email you guys the link. I thought I put it on here. Do I have two pages? Oh, I guess I must have forgot to put the link on here. But I will email it to you all. It's actually in a flood email I have a series of 25 emails of like going over different oils and stuff just so people can kind of have information in their email box. Um, if you click on this learning button, then there's a whole bunch of trainings that I've done, a whole bunch of videos, stuff like that. You can
Okay.
see other members where you can communicate back and forth. And so we were just kind of playing with this. I just got started on doing this, so I'm still kind of learning a little bit, but it's a nice way to just not be on the social media. A lot more and more people are jumping away from social media.
Yeah.
Oh, here's what the trainings look like. So I have one, how to get started, and so on.
Okay.
Here's some social media pages. This one here is a one that people who are scientific. So I think you have a few people that are scientific on your team, Cindy, that would really enjoy the different body systems, the digestive system, the different things that we deal with in our bodies. And when you click on these, it goes to different oils and different things that work on different protocols. It's just a little more
Oh,
scientific.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that what is that on? What's that on? Is that on your website, your new website?
No, this is aromaticscience.com, but
Oh.
yes, I do have it in my trainings, but just for conversation here, I added it because knowing that we have some people who are more scientific involved in
Yeah.
the industry, that I thought they would be interested in that. Here's another stack team app, duplicated that. Here is a doTERRA training thing too that you're welcome to take on. I think Janice is just she's wanting to be a customer, which is wonderful. We love our customers. And but for the recording here, there's other people who may be more interested in like learning the Aromatouch technique and becoming a massage specialist, or learning more about the safety of the essential oils. And this is for all customers too, and becoming an essential oil specialist certification. And there's a lot of these trainings are free. This one here, Cindy, is the Natural Home Edit, which is a whole fun class, a whole series of trainings on different protocols and things you can do for the home.
Okay.
And then, of course, the Healing Hands program that we can talk to more about later. And that's basically everything on my class for today. And did everybody fall asleep?
No.
I'll go ahead and
Thank you.
close the recording.